I promised I would tell you a tactic in order to get to 100,000 in sales each month. And this goes for not only booksellers, this goes for all sellers on Amazon. Those things are going to allow you to really turn your capital faster and just take off in your Amazon business. In this video, I'm going to go over the best way to get started selling on Amazon in 2024 to get to $10,000 per month in sales. And the way that I'm going to teach you guys is a method that allows you to operate at a very high margin, which means you get to take home more profit rather than a lot of these models that are taught on YouTube, Google, and different places. Yes, you can get to sales really fast, but you're not going to make that much profit. Things like online arbitrage, wholesale, they operate at a 5 to 10% margin, which sure, you get to your first $10,000 in sales, but you're only left with $500 profit because you're operating at a 5% margin. So the way I'm going to teach you guys is when you hit your first 10,000 in sales, you'll be able to keep 3 to 5,000, if not more, because what we're selling is very high margin products with very low cost, which allows us to take home more profit. And that product is used books. Now, I know used books aren't the most sexy thing to sell on Amazon, but 10% of Amazon sales are book sales. And Amazon actually got started selling used books. They were a giant online used bookstore in their early days. So people still read books in 2024. If you look at statistics, it's actually pretty level, the amount of print books sold in comparison to the increase in ebook sales. But that's another topic for another day. I'm also going to go over startup cost, what you need to get started, what softwares are essential. I'm also going to go over where to find books, how to list the books. And at the end of the video, I'm going to give you guys a method, a tactic that I've seen all sellers use across industries in order to get to $100,000 in sales. And I really have not seen anyone make it to the 100K per month in sales without doing this. So enjoy. So startup cost for running an Amazon FBA business is you're going to need a $40 per month Amazon seller account. And that is just what Amazon charges for the professional account. Then you're also going to need a Scout IQ subscription. It's $44 per month. This is a mobile app that you put on your phone that allows you to scan the cover of a book and tells you whether or not it's profitable. Next, I recommend GoToList. This is $50 per month, but this allows you to quickly send shipments to Amazon, save time, and it makes selling on Amazon fun because the least fun part about selling on Amazon is taking the products, labeling them, stickering them, getting out the door. And this really optimizes your process and makes it a lot faster. Next, you're going to need about $100, $150 for supplies. If you have a bathroom scale, you can just use that, but you're going to need stuff like a tape gun, boxes, labels, printers, things like that. So I'm going to say $150 total. Let's just say $200 total for supplies. Finally, I recommend about $300 to spend on inventory. Books are super, super cheap. It's one of the only business models where you can spend money and become cash flow positive in your first 6 weeks. So I'm going to recommend $300 for that. So as you can see, we're left with just over $600 in total cost. And the cool thing about this business model, the way I'm teaching it, is this is going to allow you to go out, find products, ship them to Amazon, get your feet wet, become profitable, turn a profit in your first 6 weeks. The number in your bank account is actually going to go up opposed to it going down with the other models, and you can really have fun. So now that you know what supplies to use, we're going to go over how to find books and where to find books. So all we're going to do to determine if the book is profitable or not is take this app. We're actually going to scan the cover of the book, as you can see here. So as you can see in the top left corner, it's actually going to tell you the profit, and this is after Amazon fees. And the cool thing about this app is it only turns green if the book is fast selling, meaning obviously it sells, and it's profitable after all Amazon fees. You don't have to worry about books that are slow selling or books that aren't profitable. And if the book is slow selling, it will turn green because it is worth picking up books that are slow selling if they make $50 plus profit. Even if only 1 out of 10 books sell that makes $50 plus profit, let's say you buy 10 of those books, only one sells, boom, you made $50. You probably only invested $15 for the 10 books. So even if the other 9 don't sell, you're still left with profit at the end of the day. So now where to find books. You can find books at Goodwill, thrift stores, any thrift store, Salvation Army, Savers, depends on what side of the country you're on, but there's books everywhere. And you can also find books at libraries. You can find books at used bookstores. You're going to pay a little bit more for books at used bookstores, but don't be afraid to spend $5, $10, even $15 on a book if it's going to bring you back, double, triple the money. A lot of booksellers, they only want to buy books for $3, but what I recommend is pay more for books if the profit's there. Don't be afraid to spend money on books. You can also go to BookSaleFinder.com. This is a website that advertises the largest book sales in your area. So I live in Tennessee. So go to BookSaleFinder.com, click on the state of Tennessee. put all those library sales in your calendar. You won't regret it. You can literally make it on a good day, $500 to $1,000 profit at a library sale. This is, put all the library sales in your calendar, and within a month, you'll have tons and tons of inventory. So once you get the books, all you need to do is open GoToList. You can quickly scan the books in. I'll put a video of me scanning the books in right here. And all you need to do is cover up the barcode of the book with the FNSKU label, and then put the book in a box and ship it out to Amazon. Once Amazon receives your books, they will store the books for you. They will ship them to the customer. If the customer has any questions or complaints about the book, you don't have to handle it. Amazon does. So this is a program that Amazon has come up with. Alternatively, you could list your books for free on Seller Central, but you have to list one book at a time, then print the label via Seller Central, and it takes 5 times as long to create a shipment. So I created GoToList for you guys, the software that I created, so you guys can quickly get shipments out the door. So if you guys want a free trial, GoToList, I'll also link that below. So as a new Amazon seller, you're probably going to be gated in books. Now, there are going to be some books you can sell. Some Amazon sellers report not being able to sell any books, but usually you can sell a few. So what I recommend is sell all the books that you can, and eventually Amazon will open up the book category once they realize that you're not a complete scammer. Once they realize that you're selling books or not getting returned by the customer, they're going to allow you to sell basically every book on Amazon with a few exceptions. So if you do want to get ungated in books, just keep selling. And then if you want to get ungated in CDs and DVDs, which are essentially the same exact thing as books, like these are all media. So when it comes to selling, we treat CDs and DVDs the same. You can go to christianbook.com, order 10 units of a CD, 10 units of a DVD, upload that receipt to Amazon, and they'll ungate you in the category. And if you have any weird niche brands, like let's say American Girl Doll, Marvel, DC Comics, you can also purchase those brands from Christian Book, 10 units, same thing, upload the receipt to Amazon. Make sure that your name on the receipt matches your name on your Amazon account, if it's your business name or your personal name, whatever. And that's going to allow you to get ungated really fast. I promise I would tell you a tactic in order to get to 100,000 in sales each month. And this goes for not only booksellers, this goes for all sellers on Amazon. And just a huge disclaimer, most Amazon sellers in general do not make it to the $100,000 per month mark, especially booksellers, because booksellers starting out, it's just cherry picking. You're just going to thrift stores, buying books, and you can easily get to 5 to 10,000 in sales. But most people don't want to scale a book business to 100,000 in sales per month. Most booksellers who end up going to 100,000 in sales a month have bulk sources. So they're purchasing pallets and pallets of books from a thrift store. And I have friends that do $1 million in sales a month with this method, but obviously you need a warehouse to really scale up at that point. So the pro tactic, the pro tip is you need to have exclusivity to a source that is extremely profitable. If you have exclusivity to an extremely profitable source, whether that's a local Goodwill that lets you go in the back room and scans all the books before everyone else, or whether it's a library that before the library sale, they give you access to all the books. Or if you're doing online arbitrage or wholesale, like I am, I'm doing wholesale right now, and I have a very profitable source that not everybody else can just open up a wholesale account with today. Not everyone knows about it. It's exclusive and it's got extremely profitable inventory. So exclusivity and an extremely profitable source, those things are going to allow you to really turn your capital faster and just take off in your Amazon business. I know there's a fast video, and if you guys want to learn more about selling on Amazon and be part of a community, 100% free. We do weekly coaching calls, all free. People charge thousands of dollars for programs like this. Click below. I meet with you guys every Tuesday. It's called Feed the Beast, because selling on Amazon is all about getting profitable inventory shipped out the door to Amazon FBA. Bada bing, bada boom, as Steve Rakin says. And that's it, guys. All right, guys, much love and peace out.